Everybody, welcome on back to Editor Era. We're going to make you start working real early. Editor Era, welcome back to
episode 84
of the Three Counting Out podcast, where this week we are very, 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 very light in the world of wrestling, and thank God, Mike. Thank God for many things. Thank God for boobs. Thank God for
Always.
cheeseburgers. And thank
Definitely.
God football is finally back on our screens.
It is.
It's so nice. We got a lot to talk about in the world of college, in the world of the NFL. I'm that offensive lineman that for some reason just can't seem to get out of his three-point stance. Maybe he likes it with the way it feels on his butthole. My name's Jackal, and joined with me is my quarterback who I snap it to. He likes to leave his hands under my crotch a little too long. His name's Mike.
It's warm down there. It's like a cocoon. And this would be episode 84, by the way, of Recounting Out podcast.
Thank you.
Last week was 83. This would make this 84.
I did not pay attention.
Which is still baffling. Yeah, I definitely didn't look it up or anything. The fact that we've been doing this now for 84 weeks.
We are closer to doing this for 2 years than we are for our 1 year anniversary, and that's wild to me. We're already past the halfway point, and realistically, I would like to give a huge shout out to all of the weekly listeners. I would like to give a shout out to all of the YouTube subscribers, because as of, I think, yesterday, we broke 200 subscribers over on the YouTube channel.
It's a solid number to start.
That's a solid number. Because you know what's next? 300. 300.
Oh.
And
I'm bad at math.
I think, well, yeah, not. Threw me off guard with that one. I think football season is going to be very big for everybody here at the Three Counted Out channel, and we're all very big men in general, so that tends to help out. I just know that I'm very excited to get more content up to the channel, like reacting to stuff, like playing more games, like, for example, a brand new football game that just hit the scene. And a little birdie told me, Mike, that you've been playing a little bit of it as of late. The new Madden 26.
Oh, I have been. And right now I'm watching. Unfortunately, it's not a home game, but it's me, the Lions, versus the Ravens. And I gotta admit, they have kind of a cool entrance. They got fireworks, they got steam and stuff, but yeah, it's does it have bugs? Oh yeah. Yep, sure does. Nothing like watching a wide receiver try to run down the field and he just gets stuck on a guy just standing perfectly still. Also, like I had said in the group chat, I was doing the combine for my superstar, my created superstar, and he had no knees. They were invisible. So he had shin down and he had thigh up, but zero knees. Ooh. So, any running was actually super impressive.
I think you were saying that they really, like, they made some aspects of the game, like, really good. Like, the cinematics of it, great. The entrances, great. I even saw there's like a AI halftime show or something or other.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't even seen that yet. I haven't gotten to the Super Bowl yet. I'm working my way there. Like some of the movements, you can tell they've overhauled, they've redone. But then there's some where, like, I don't know if it's just like a low player overall thing or what, but like I went to jump and my guy just like stood there and twitched a little, and that was it. And I was like, no, jump. And he just did this like, hi, I am here. You're right.
Hey, how are you? And I was
like, no, God damn it.
Right here.
So, again, I don't know if that's just because with a wide receiver, like if you jump, he'll damn near leap over a guy to catch a football. But cornerback rushing down, trying to intercept the ball, he just stops dead and waves his arms in the air. So,
it's also
again,
goofy.
I don't know if that's... Go ahead.
It's also goofy in the same aspect because of like you look at the quarterbacks too, where you dive with them, they could either dive, and they'll get an inch off the ground, or you trigger the animation where they try to like dive over the pile and then the linebacker hits them and then they up and spin to the whole helicopter thing too. So
Well, and
it's
diving's a little different this year for quarterbacks too. So like, it's not just slides anymore. Like I had a guy just straight up fall on the ground. It wasn't a dive. It wasn't a jump. He just like he went to slide and just instead fell. And I was like, "Huh, okay. But I think what'll draw you and Era into the game are the weather games. Like I played in the rain and I went to make a cut and my guy just slid and fell on his ass.
ooh. Ooh, now
Yeah.
that is the realism that I have been wanting in this type of stuff. I don't need a football simulator, but I would like some realistic aspects in this arcadey football game, and that to me is very very exciting. Whereas you look on the other side of the coin with college football 26, realistically the only thing they've done is updated the rosters and added drones. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I think they added. I'm not sure, but I thought they added a couple more things for like their superstar mode. But I mean,
That's
yeah, for the most part, you can tell like they focused on Madden this year. They'll probably focus on college football
right.
next year because they want to sell both for the foreseeable future. I'm assuming, and they added a little more music to this, so that's
Oh
also
my god.
nice.
I think I saw that the soundtrack listed is rock making a comeback because there is a lot of like alt rock, metal, rock and roll in this soundtrack and that's
There
enough to
is,
get me to
but
fucking buy the game.
Hello, the first of many cut-ins that I'll have this episode. Rock was never dead.
but
Oh no.
And first, I will say one of my favorite moments. I'm in like I think it was during the combine, or no, I was doing one of my drills for my superstar, and what's playing in the background? Hot to go, and it made me laugh my ass off because you're trying to like score all these points to get to the gold medal, and you just HOTTOGO. But the one that made me want to French kiss a gun is the same song we've heard in WWE about a billion times. Fiend.
Fiend, 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 fiend. Oh
I heard it and
Jesus.
I was like, you motherfuckers brought it here too.
Oh,
God damn it.
that that the damn Travis Scott will never ever leave us alone at this point, and I am too scared to say anything negative about him because he may currently be outside my front door as we speak, getting ready to play the song yet again. I
Either that or I'll just come in and smack you in the face and rupture your eardrum.
I'm here. I'm going to be a part of your streams for the next year. I changed my mind. Actually, I'm
I lied.
good.
2 shows.
I lied. Two of your biggest shows of all time, and then I went, yeah, not for me actually. And
You
I
know what? I'm full. Thanks.
double it and give it to the next person, as long as the next person isn't me. And I don't know
Hmm.
who the next person is going to be because that was a very smooth transition into our little bit of wrestling talk this week because there's not much going on screen. No, sorry. There is stuff going on screen. It's just the things that are there on screen are not worth talking about. Because, Mike, what are your thoughts on Logan Paul versus John Cena as one of John Cena's final pay per view appearances in the year of our Lord 2025?
Um, when does that ESPN deal start?
2026.
Okay, so I will not watch that match at Clash of Paris for free, probably. That's not true. I probably will. I'm not excited for it.
No.
Logan Paul can put on a good. Here's the thing. All right, Logan Paul pisses me off because they keep on doing this stupid titanium hand thing when he has legitimate talent in the ring and he can
Yes.
pull out some incredible fucking moves.
Yes.
First, he needs to never use the Hangman Lariat ever again because he fails at it more times than he succeeds.
Every time.
His frog splash is beautiful, so that's fine. But just give him like a finisher. Quit making it that stupid fucking punch. The only person that made that semi okay was the Big Show, and that's because on every now and then he would accidentally punch somebody in the face, and it was kind of funny. You know, Logan
The
Paul just it's like a lame finisher to make him look worse, and his promos already do that. He hasn't had a good promo yet for being a guy that has come out of being an influencer.
the most annoying thing about Logan Paul, in my opinion, too, is
Did you call
that
him Pogan Law?
Pogan Law is that he hasn't had a boxing match in probably 2, 3 years now, but yet they're
Yeah.
so insistent on
His titanium hand.
yeah, the right hand of Logan Paul. He has the friggin' pulverizer where you up and flip the dude around like him and Styles did. Like that's sitting right there. I know you can only use it on the smaller guys, but that is a halfway decent finisher, and it's not just a punch like the other one is.
And
I
the dude legitimately gets air. Like he could have a top rope finisher if he wanted to,
and
and get some damn elevation on it because he does. He gets some good air. And
you,
instead they're just like, no, we're gonna use a punch and make it lazy instead. Why? Fuck that noise.
you can do
Make us want to like him
you can do it to
instead of
anybody.
making us keep on hating him.
Yep. I mean, he didn't do it to frickin' Jelly Roll. Instead, he just bursted Jelly Roll's donut hole jelly donut all over the announce table at SummerSlam. And
Kinky.
speaking of jelly about to get bursted all over the place because of a wrestling match, i.e., me when I look at Cody Rhodes' title reign and the fact that they're going to be feeding him Drew McIntyre off rip immediately. And it's Drew's first world title shot at Clash of Paris since he's lost the world heavyweight title when Damian Priest cashed in on
What if he
him at
just wins
WrestleMania
it off
40.
rip?
You know what, Mike? I would actually be really, really happy about that. I'm not gonna lie to you. That would unironically make me very excited.
I mean, I know they're not because Cody is their next John Cena, but which is so disappointing to hear because I would love Homelander Cody one more time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And with the way that everybody's been talking about it now and the way that the SummerSlam match has gone down and the fallout afterwards, I legitimately don't think we're going to get anything in regards to heel Cody probably ever at this
Probably
point,
not.
because
Unless they think they could get apparently really big money from it or super shock value.
and even still it's only going to last 4 months until they realize, fuck, it's really not going to work out as well as we thought it was going to. We might as well flip the script the other way around and get things going back the other way again, huh? It's
Yep.
so annoying. It's so annoying. Looking at you, Dwayne. Thanks for that one, bud. And rounding out right now the rest of the Clash at Paris card, Stephanie Vaquer versus the winner of Naomi and Io Sky tonight, and probably Becky Lynch and Nikki Bella and Daniel Bryan. Not Daniel Bryan. Jesus, I got
That'd be great.
Daniel Bryan back in the W. You know what? Maybe I will watch Paris again. Sorry, I'm just thinking about him because he's such an underdog. Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa at Paris as well. Those two matches, not enough for me to waste 3 hours of my night to watch.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'll probably end up watching. But I also don't like the fact that now all of a sudden, I don't know if you saw, that there's an unannounced PLE that's going to take place September 20th, which ironically is the same day as All Out Toronto. Crazy.
Are they counter programming again?
Yes.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
And literally, like, just announced it. So, like, not even hiding it anymore. And it's like, okay, we've wanted competition for a while, but when you're just going to throw lazy fucking pay-per-views that are nothing burgers, like Great American Bash, like Saturday night's main event, at big ass pay-per-views that AEW throws out that are infinitely better, it just looks pathetic.
It is. Because
And
it is.
WWE's writing team right now is fucking garbage anyways. So, I mean, we have the Bloodline, the Bloodline, the Bloodline, the Bloodline, Sammy being Sammy,
And
and
Seth Rollins' bloodline.
yeah, and Seth Rollins' Bloodline doing stealing shoes.
Okay, all right. In all fairness, the Shula Fala is the funniest thing on WWE programming.
And I bet the writing team didn't come up with it. I bet they
I
did.
guarantee you, fucking Bronson Reed and Paul Heyman made that up.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is like, dog, get some people back from like the early 2000s. Do something because this writing room ain't it.
I mean, there's so much going on right now because that is a legitimately the wrestling news, like the actual on-screen wrestling news, because everything else right now is going on behind the scenes. Because we're gonna start out with the drama real quick from at WrestlePurist on Twitter. Nick Khan's attitude as a general rule is that unless there is a criminal conviction, it is not an issue. That's definitely in regards to Mr. Piss Lesnar, in case you were curious. And
Oh,
right,
I
I
just
know.
figured that's like his. That's probably everybody in his life. You know, he's just like, well, you beat people sometimes. Well, nobody
Did you
convicted
go
you.
to
It's fine.
jail? Oh, no, you're fine. You're good. Come on in, bud. Bring her in. It's so fucked in a way where clearly everybody can access the legal ongoings of this case to see that Mr. Lesnar is there in regards to pseudo sexual trafficking, allegedly, and
Well,
just
and that's just so like to. This isn't playing devil's advocate or anything. This is just kind of like how he's not being sued or anything. It's all suing Vince. He's just named. So
he's a
like
part of it.
nothing's gonna happen to him besides for the fact that he looks like a piece of shit. She's not doing anything to him though.
And
So I
it
mean, if you want to bring back a guy that just gives you bad PR, go nuts, I guess.
go
You
for it,
know.
man. Go for it. If that's what you want to do, if that's the bed that you want to lie in, I ain't gonna stop you. I I just find it funny to me that people are in the comments of all the videos and other people that have been against Lesnar coming back. Huh, WWE legal team has cleared him. That's like me going out, kicking a puppy, coming back to the podcast saying, "Yeah, the 3 counted out legal team cleared me." Like, of
You
course, your
coming? That'd
own
be like me
guys.
coming back after watching you do it, going, "Nah, he didn't do anything wrong."
Yeah, yeah.
People are just like, "Fuck." Apparently, he didn't.
That's okay.
Cool.
They said the legal team said he didn't do anything wrong, so therefore, that we got to believe him.
No,
Mister.
Jackal definitely doesn't make homeless people fight each other.
Well, that one I might dabble a little bit in. Allegedly. Don't sue me. Mr. Era is not here this week as he is currently out getting his TV repaired at the Lance Storm Technologically Impaired Academy for Gifted Idiots, and he will not be here. However, he did send not a bloodied pigeon scroll like I was able to get him the one time I wasn't here. He just sent me a text. You know,
That's a lot nicer.
he's there. He's by his phone, so he just sent me a quick text. Anything in regards to the Lesnar stuff, he had this to say, and I quote: "Anyone defending Lesnar can go piss their pants like he'd want, because I don't give a fuck about people that want to protect a sex trafficker." And it's very odd to me that some of these fanboys in the comment sections will literally ride or die for this man that will never know that they exist. And I just think it's a bit odd, you know.
Yeah, I think, and this is the unfortunate part, WWE is now back to the any any publicity is good publicity, even if it's saying we're terrible, even if it's saying wow, they're fucking morons. They're going, but
At
hey,
least they're
you know,
talking
we're in the
about
news still.
us. Yeah. Oh, not good. Not good. And they're, bless their hearts, they're trying to get more publicity because you'll I've already seen the SmackDown by the time this episode airs, but as always, we record this midday the Monday before this episode drops. And from at WrestlePurist on Twitter, for the WWE's Friday Night SmackDown show in Boston on August 15th, a custom wrestling mat will feature King of the Hill signage, and King of the Hill digital creative will be shown throughout the arena. WWE superstars Sheamus and Johnny Gargano will create videos inspired by moments from the show.
Jesus fucking criminy. Do
Yep.
you think? Do you think? And they're gonna have a match, almost like Jackal Mania, where like a bunch of people are gonna dress up like them, and we're gonna have that kind of match.
Okay. All right. I will. I will rescind all of my anger and frustration for this.
Somebody dresses up like Bobby.
If
That's my purse.
I
I
don't
don't know
know
you.
you. If Chelsea Green and Piper Niven come down to the ring dressed up as Peggy and Bobby Hill. I'm just saying that would be the most. Again, we're doing this on Monday, so it could have already happened, and technically we could be right now. I don't know.
I'm
That
not gonna lie. If we manifest this, I will shit my pants in happiness.
I or Tala Tonga comes down to the ring dressed up as Boomhauser. just say they can
No,
work with this.
I want Hornswoggle back for a night as Boomhauser.
Oh, there we go. Oh, fuck yeah. He ain't got much going on right now. He's just talking to Chris Van
No,
Vliet.
he's just doing podcasts.
Hey, Hornswoggle. You want to... Hornswoggle, come on the 3 Counted Out podcast, man. We can't pay you, but we'll certainly hang out with you for a bit.
Yeah.
Era sent another text here of, they should have called the King of the Hill takeover on SmackDown, Here Comes the Propane. That is a fucking missed opportunity. That is a
Yeah, that would have been
really,
pretty
really
great.
missed opportunity.
Well, really, you're only going to do that if Piss Lesnar's going to be there.
Ooh, which as of now, with Cena saying everything, doesn't look like that is going to be the case, because I guarantee you they are saving Cena Lesnar for Survivor Series to help sell a couple tickets, because if they're not going to blow it now, they're going to blow it at a Big Four pay-per-view, because I certainly fucking hope they're not going to have that be the last match.
Right. If they do, that's an absolute waste of Cena's final run.
I think there's a lot of other things right now that are being wasted in terms of WWE, and one thing is definitely my time, because I know we talked about the no, I'm sorry. Did we talk about it last week, or was it breaking this week, like after we recorded the podcast, about everything switching over to the ESPN Plus?
I think that happened this week,
That
didn't it?
might. Oh, son of a bitch! So that actually is a little bit of news. My bad. I thought that was last week's news.
Well,
So if you haven't heard, if you live under a
maybe
rock,
not. I don't remember.
we'll kind of give it a TLDR because millions of other wrestling outlets have already covered it. The deal with Peacock will be ending early 2026, and a new deal was struck with TKO and the Walt Disney Company, where Disney, i.e. ESPN, will now own the streaming rights to every WWE pay-per-view, because I ain't calling them premium live events anymore, not for fucking $30 a month, will now be held on a new unnamed ESPN streaming service, and that means Cody Rhodes is now Disney princess, ladies and gentlemen.
Hell
Peacock
yeah.
is now dead and gone. Come the
Well, no,
end.
Chelsea Green's my Disney princess.
That too. That too. That's a better option.
But the thing they didn't lead with, because their PR team is he's typing on a computer, is the fact that if you have ESPN through YouTube TV, Hulu TV, fucking cable, anything, you get them for free. That's a great fucking thing to fucking lead with, don't you think? Hey, if you already have TV, you get to see for free. Yay! Not, hey, spending $30, assholes. Like, come on.
Sorry, Mike, I got distracted. Era sent the nudes of Fire Guy Kev to my phone. I'm not sure how he acquired them, but he sent them to me regardless, and I got
He got it from my phone.
extremely
Sorry.
distracted. Oh, that's why.
Yeah, that's on me. That's my bad.
I think I got a little distracted while you were talking. What were we talking about again? From the top.
Editor era. I don't remember what we were talking about either.
Fuck. All right, we'll give you another. I'll give you an easy segue back in.
No, ESPN. That's what it was. And
Okay.
I said, they should have probably led with the fact that if you have it on cable, that it's free already for you to watch those.
That would be a lot better to start things out with, because the internet went into a frenzy once that news was dropped, and a lot of people already are under that bundle or do already have cable in that aspect. So them knowing that, hey, yeah, it's going to be $30 a month for everybody that's not you. And unfortunately, I am not one of those people. So it will definitely be 30 months for your boy Jackal. And I think my pay-per-view retirement tour is also going to end alongside John Cena's, because at the moment I couldn't imagine much premium live events in the year of our Lord 2026 that is going to be worth my $30 a month. And I certainly know that normally WrestleMania would be one of them. However, if they're going to be running 2 WrestleManias in 2027, I don't know if I want to spend fucking $30 on either one of them. Mike,
Well, I'm sure the one here would be good, but I know the one over in, Funland would probably be a little rough, because it would only feature people they want, which I'm sure would bring back a lot of legends that shouldn't be wrestling. I'm sure Roman Reigns would be there. I'm sure Gunther would be there. But, oh boy.
from the Wrestling Observer newsletter, there is reportedly talk of having 2 WrestleManias in 1 year, with one taking place in Saudi Arabia. Those in
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia reportedly believe that WrestleMania will take place in the country in 2027, and they are pushing for The Rock to headline the show. And personally, I think that is going to be an extremely, extremely negative move to impact the value of the WrestleMania brand, because as soon as you start having it more than once a year, that makes those shows significantly less important, in my opinion.
Well, granted, they don't need to be 2 nights already, so might as well ruin them even more, right?
Very true. Very true. And you know for a fact, too, that the Blood Money one is going to be the greatest, most spectacular, never before seen WrestleMania of all time. Please come visit our country. Please.
Well, and they're going to introduce a new title or some
Yup.
shit that also will only stay there again, that we're never
Yup.
going to see again.
That you have to go specifically to the WWE world in Blood Money, and you got to go give the country even more of your cash and more of your money to go see these things that are locked in a box and never going to see the light of day again, like Braun Strowman's Saudi Arabia Royal Rumble title, the King and Queen of the Ring like titles that Cody Rhodes and no,
But
that's
they have
Crown
those
Jewel.
rings they can wear all the time.
Oh, They have all those cool things that oh they let women do their own thing and do whatever they oh I'm not looking
But
forward to the
hey, they
fucking
have a
women's
lot
rumble
of
next year.
money.
They certainly
Yeah.
fucking do. I it, I've talked to another friend about it, and he said the only thing that would make me feel okay with it, and even still, it's like a begrudging agreement, not necessarily like I'm excited for it, is since it is a 2-night event now, what you do is you have one night be in Saudi and the other night be literally anywhere else. You know? So technically, you still could get WrestleMania, but also technically, it's also once a year still. You know?
Right.
Like, I'm not happy about it, but it's better than the alternative.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things. I mean, I'll probably figure out a way to watch the pay-per-views because I've been watching WWE since I was 4. I don't want to stop now, even though they're heading down a really, really, really,
Yep.
really fucking bad path.
Yep.
Um, and the fact that the writing just seems like it's going with it and all of it. Like people are wondering why we watch, AEW, and it's like I don't always need writing, but at least the matches have to be good. And AEW at least does that. And then when they throw writing in there, like the whole Hangman Swerve thing, Brian Danielson's retirement tour, like all of that shit was great. And they have a lot of people that you get invested in over there too. So, and then TNA is just kind of there,
They're
farting
there.
around doing their own thing. Yeah. I
I
mean, they're still selling tickets and stuff, so hey, good for them.
they're moving and grooving, and I do feel like they're probably pretty close to losing Joe Hendry here soon enough. But that's a different conversation for a different
I don't
podcast.
think so.
I I really think that WWE is heading down this path due to TKO. You know, a lot of
Yes.
people are pointing the blame here at Triple H, and they need to realize that Triple H really is only the stuff that you see that the actual stories, not
Yeah.
necessarily who's doing what, how long the shows go, this, that, and the third. Because one thing that I'm really starting to get annoyed by, especially for a $30 a month price tag, is a 5, 6, maybe 7 match card at most, and the cumulative wrestling out of a maybe 3 to 4 hour show is what, a solid 45 to 55 minutes, and the other 3 quarters of the time is just all ads or commercials, because you can't tell me that it's all promos. It is literally devolved into just commercial after commercial after ad after commercial.
Oh yeah, can't deny that one. There's an obscene amount of commercials now, and
I
I mean, tell me you're money hungry without telling me you're money hungry, eh?
I know WWE has done ad placements in the past. I know all the old heads are going to be getting in the comments, right? Oh, there's been ads with wrestling for years, son. You've only just now gotten mature enough to realize it. No, Grandpa. This is starting to get to the point where it's fucking absurd. Because say for example, like a Netflix, where the cheap tier gets you in the door, be able to watch everything. You have to see every single ad. And then you go up to the middle tier where you get limited ads. And then you pay the utmost money to get no ads. And yet WWE will still show you their own ads in the programming when you specifically paid to not see any ads. It's a
Yeah.
bit counter to, and then you got the Slim Jim table, and Prime on the mat, and Prime in the corner, and Minute Maid on the turnbuckle, and 7-Eleven on the turnbuckle, and the Fireball ladder, and the Money in the Bank briefcase, and the Wingstop corner, and the TurboTax, and the this, and the that, the that. I am so tired of it. I'm so tired of it. I know that's the way that the world is going in the year of our Lord 2025, but fuck, man, it fucking sucks knowing that it's hitting wrestling now too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things where you're like, okay, I know what to expect. It doesn't mean I have to like it.
I
You know,
think
and
another thing too, where Triple H comes out after every show and says, "Hey, this was the biggest SummerSlam. This was the biggest Clash in Paris. This is the biggest WrestleMania, the biggest gate, the biggest draw, the biggest revenue, the biggest this, the biggest that. Money, 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 money." When they're upping the ads, when they're putting ads in entrances, when they're upping the tickets, when they're upping the merch cost, when they're doing all of this to get as much money as possible to dig out of UFC's $3 billion hole, when today UFC just signed a $7.7 billion deal with Paramount Plus. So there's some money that could come TKO's way to maybe balance some things out a little bit. They're making all this money hand over fucking fist. And Mike, you know what? They're still cutting talent. They're still letting talent go. You like that segue? I know that one made you a little hard, Era.
Hi, this is Era. It did not. I'm very flaccid right now. Thank you for asking.
I know that two people have just got released recently. One is a little more important than the other. The first one, Ashanti the Adonis, the last male remaining member of Hit Row, leaving B-Fab as the only remaining member of Hit Row, has been released recently.
yeah.
And
She'll be probably not too far behind, unfortunately.
And you know what? I'd be okay with that. That's okay. That's fine. I mean, all due respect to B-Fab, all due respect, she's getting better, but that's okay. One that was a little more important than Ashanti the Adonis. Hashtag We Want Kross will probably be heard in about 50 minutes on Monday Night Raw tonight.
So obviously this was recorded before Raw. There were no We Want Kross chants at Raw. I am editing this before SmackDown, so I doubt that there's going to be any there either. And to anybody that said that they were in Karrion Kross's corner, you should be ashamed. I was at SummerSlam cheering We Want Kross. You weren't. And you're not now.
As Karrion Kross and Scarlett Bordeaux's contracts were not renewed as of yesterday, August 10th.
All right. Real quick for that one, it like the fact that I'm assuming they just let him go because he got over organically. Like he made the crowd want him through his promo work, through his backstage stuff, through the fact that nothing burger of a fucking match between AJ and Logan Paul was only hyped up by Karrion Kross. He got himself over. And it seems like they didn't like that, which fucking sucks because that man has said he wanted to retire there. He wanted to spend the rest of his days at WWE. He probably would have ended up working in the back, doing the same shit Bobby Roode does, doing the same shit Jason Jordan does, Petey Williams, all of them. And instead they were like, nah, fuck you, bud. Get out of here. And, you know, if it's a work, which I hope we find out tonight if it is or not, I would like for it to be, and that'd be great. I doubt it. They're not that creative. But, you know, it would be nice just because he seems like he actually wanted to be there as much as he was getting shit on for no reason. And it's just... he's not... I don't know what he's going to do after this.
Well, according to his Twitter, it's start getting his foot back in the door, back in the indie scene, as his business email is out, and he is taking some bookings. Now, I think a lot of wrestling fans are very hesitant with this. I think hesitancy is the right word here because of everything that just happened with Seth Rollins, and now that really
Wild that
does
I still called that.
it does put an air of like, oh fuck, what if they are just kind of playing us here? What if they are just working us? We don't know anymore. To this whole
Which is
situation.
probably what they want.
Right. Because now I guarantee you, again, this is before Raw. I guarantee you, there's not going to be a Raw takeover or whatever. Like, it won't be as loud as the CM Punk chants were back in like in 2014. But I still think that
Or Daniel Bryan's Yes movement.
or Daniel Bryan's Yes movement, there will still be We Want Cross chants. I just know that it didn't have the same energy as those, and especially with American crowds as of late. Good Lord, bless their hearts. They get a little tired after a second.
Yeah.
I have
I don't know
you.
if we need to go to New Jersey anytime soon.
You know what? No, I think I don't think anybody would disagree with you there. The armpit of the asshole of America, or whatever the fuck Air said.
I think you nailed it.
I think I
The
got it on
asshole
the
of the armpit of the asshole, either way.
same difference.
Yeah.
Did
Same smell.
you? Ew, gross. Did you get a chance to? Did you get a chance to see the videos that Karrion uploaded to his YouTube channel?
Oh, YouTube. No, I thought you were going to say OnlyFans.
God, well, if you do have those still, send them my way. I'm quite curious. Him and Scarlett are very attractive human beings.
Fair. No, I didn't. I didn't take time to watch the videos. I've been working like 12-hour days.
There was one that he released back around WrestleMania season, kind of a vlog of his Mania weekend experience. It's about an hour long and kind of just showing him talking to fans, interacting with fans, and going through his Mania weekend. And he did one recently where it's his SummerSlam experience. And it's essentially the same thing of he released a book and they had a camera there at his book signing, just interacting with fans. And it was really, really nice to see him in this light because to me, that just showed me what type of dude Karrion Kross is. He's genuine, he's real. Time and time again, he kept on telling everybody, I want to be here. I want to be at WWE. I don't want to go anywhere else. I want to be here. It's just they have to want it too type of energy, you know? Like fucking Christ, like a fan came you remember how Era was saying that they were doing the photo shoots with everybody at the mall and they kind of had like all the booths like next to each other? There was a fan that was there to see them. He was the last. He wasn't even in line. He was just there. He's like, yeah, I really was trying to my best to get a picture with you guys, but everything was sold out. Fucking Karrion and Scarlett pulled him over, and Scarlett told the camera person, "It's like, hey, take this picture. If it costs anything, I'll fucking pay for it." That is so goddamn genuine and so real, and I don't feel like I get that out of a lot of people anymore, man.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. Is like some people are still in this for the love of the game. Some are just in it to use it as a stepping stone. And he genuinely seems like one of those people that's like, no, I want to be here. I want to be a part of this. I want to be with the fans. I want to be doing all this stuff. And it's nice to see.
Right. It's a really nice change of pace. Another story of I think it was the SmackDown before SummerSlam. He was trying to leave the arena, and there was a group of people there. Blah 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 blah. Meeting people, signing babies, kissing autographs or whatever. And Scarlett like taps him on the shoulder, tries to get his attention to turn around and be like, "Dude, there's been like this 5-year-old girl here that has been trying to get your attention for 10 minutes. Like, go over and talk to her." Had a whole nice interaction with her, and he fucking got yelled at for it. Just being there and interacting with fans is like, motherfucker, don't you know you're a heel? Like, you're not supposed to be doing this shit. And he kind of bit back a little bit. It's like, dude, These guys are just fans at the end of the day. They don't care good guy, bad guy. They just want to meet the wrestlers. When I was younger, I wanted to meet the wrestlers. Jackal, me, in my fucking 27 years of living, guess what? I still want to meet the wrestlers. Good guy, bad guy, it don't matter. And it's so funny to me that they said that of, yo, yeah, you're supposed to be a bad guy. You're not meeting them. When they're pushing WWE Unreal, when they pull back the curtain and show you that none of this shit fucking matters.
Yeah, well, and that's I don't. Again, we talked about this. I don't know if I like it or not because, like, is it cool to see some of the behind the scenes stuff? Yes, if you're gonna work for it. But could you imagine like watching, I don't know, whatever your favorite TV show is, and then they just go, all right, now cool, come behind the scenes. Like, unless that's what you're gonna do, does it fucking matter at the end of the day?
Yeah.
Like, bloopers are one thing, but we're not going to
That'd
see
be fun.
fucking bloopers in
That'd
the
be funny.
WWE, are we? That'd be yeah. I mean, that's how you get
That'd be
promo
great.
flubs instead.
That's.
But
I am very curious
like,
about that footage of Rey Mysterio doing pull-ups on the locker, and then he fucking eats shit because the board breaks.
but that's like, it's one of those things where yes, it used to be a bit too much. Where and MJF still does it, where he's one of those guys where if I'm a bad guy, I'm a bad guy. If you see me too, I'm gonna call you a fucking twerp to your face. I'm gonna spit on you, whatever it is, right? And it makes you genuinely go, fuck that dude. Whereas now, when you pull the curtain back and you see the fact, but I mean, you always knew, and but when you see Kevin Owens checking on Cody Rhodes, like, hey, is your head okay? I couldn't see where I was landing you. I didn't want to drop you on your head, so I dropped myself on my head instead. And Cody's like, oh yeah, I'm good, and they're like just chatting, having a good time with each other, and you're like, oh, they don't hate each other.
Well,
And I think that and I mean, don't get me wrong. Did we know anyways? Yes, because we're adults, right?
yeah.
But it's one of those. They used to be able to suspend the disbelief for a while, right? Lure you in, really think that Triple H was trying to kill somebody, really think, Stone Cold was just out there whooping asses every week and trying to, tase somebody or whatever. And, like, stuff, shit like that. Obviously, Undertaker isn't, from hell or an actual dead guy. Now he's just an old fella that likes to talk shit about the young guys, like all the old guys do. But it's just, yeah, I'm really 50-50 with it because a lot of them are really good human beings, and it is nice to get it behind the scenes and learn more about them. On the flip side, it makes it so that they either have to be better at the acting aspect or better at the in-ring to make you care about what's going on in there. Because otherwise you're just cheering for two people, and it's like that's not really how it's supposed to be. There's supposed to be a bad guy so storylines can work, right?
Right.
So if you're cheering for both people, all of a sudden there's not a storyline anymore. Hey, I want them both to win. Like that doesn't work.
Both these guys. Both these guys. Both these guys.
Yeah.
I think us sitting down and kind of having like a really in-depth conversation about Unreal would be a very interesting podcast episode, in my opinion. I'm curious to have like a debate on the whole matter because I think from my moviegoer background, I'm definitely on the opposite side of the fence where I actually appreciate it a little bit more. But to tie it back into everything with Karrion Kross, continuing on my little text message here from Mr. Era, Karrion Kross and Scarlett finally get freed from their WWE chains. Triple H would never let Killer Kross happen again. Unconfirmed, but I see them going GCW TNA to stay in the WWE bubble, but not necessarily in the WWE. Which I think that theory does have a little bit of leg.
I would have seen him in TNA before. I don't know if he will now. I think GCW is probably where he'll end up going. again, he calls it WWE chains, but Karrion wants to be there. He wants to retire there. Again, that's like basically getting kicked out of your house after being told you're not good enough for the last 25 years, and you're like, but I miss my free rent.
I live
You know?
here.
Yeah.
I like this house. I
So, again, it's kind of one of those damned if you do, damned if you don't type scenarios. He's going to be fine because he's Karrion Kross at the end of the day. He'll get plenty of work. Is it work that he wants? I don't know.
For example, work like this podcast, because I'm going to hop onto the podcast email and shoot an email his way to see if he wants to come on for an interview, baby.
Oh, there you go.
Fuck it. Why not? Worst he can say is no, right?
Very true.
And there's a lot of worse things that could happen to people in this world. Like, for example, you could be, I don't know, looking down the barrel of a firework launcher as a lit firework heads up into your eye. You could dislocate.
Nobody would be dumb enough to do that.
You could dislocate your pinky after a man runs into you at Mach speed. You could...
What? Nobody's injury prone enough for that to happen.
You could injure your left knee again after coming back from the same left knee injury a year prior, or you could maybe tear your Achilles, tear your ACL. You could rupture your patella tendon after signing a multi-million-dollar contract.
Well, and so if we're gonna start talking about,
we're gonna switch on over to football.
Rashawn Slater.
Yes, sir.
Was that karma? Because didn't he divorce his wife, then sign the extension, then destroy his knee? It's like, damn, dog, that is a string of coincidences. And like, you divorce your wife, go, fuck yeah, payday, and then immediately blow your knee to smithereens. It's like the universe went, the fuck you thought.
We're not saying that's what you get. But also at the same time, allegedly, that's what you get.
It's just one of those, like, everybody was like, fuck yeah, get your payday, boy. And the universe was like, nope.
How about no, you greedy bastard?
It was wild, man. All of a sudden, when I fucked up his name for the first time because I couldn't remember who he was, I was like, wait, that was the dude that just got his bag, man. Oh, no! It's like, shit. And I'm sorry, watching that Ravens game and watching the dude's leg just kind of being the wrong way.
Oh yeah.
I was like, yeesh. Oh boy. It was I don't know what's going on in football, man, but people are getting injured often.
The NFL preseason is off to a rip-roaring start. I think this year, emphasis on the rip, because there are so
and instead of
many
roaring,
injuries.
Screams of agony.
Yeah, legitimately though. Well, not in the Lions case. It's actually quite quiet in the Lions regard.
Hey, props to the Falcons though, right? Falcons.
Yes. We'll start things out
props
with
to
that
them.
one. Lions and Falcons first preseason game. Also, for the people in the TikTok comments, fuck you. The Hall of Fame game is not a goddamn preseason game. It is literally just like a celebration game. The preseason started this weekend. Wow, the Lions and Falcons played. That's the first fucking preseason game. Suck a dick. Jesus Christ. Falcons and Lions finished to a final score of Lions 17, Falcons 10 after...
Woohoo.
Cornerback Maurice Norris ended up going for a tackle on a Atlanta Falcons player. Went for a dive, dove at him to try to bring him down to the turf. Ended up catching his the Falcons running back's knee in his face and popped his head up. And I swear to God, it looked like the back of his skull was touching his spine, his head bent so far back.
Yeah, fun fact, you're not supposed to lead with your head. They teach you that always.
No, not at all, actually. He ended
That's
up...
why.
That's why, because he ended up getting knocked out afterwards, and they had to bring out the ambulance onto the field, stretcher him off afterwards. It was a very, very scary situation.
Yeah.
We're trying to be a little more light because it has come out recently, as of late, that he is recovering very slowly, not a very serious
Well, no,
injury.
it's not even very slowly. He's already back at the facility.
Oh, well, fuck. I guess I'm a little behind then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he's
was back
fine.
at the Lions facility yesterday.
It's not a DeMar Hamlin. I think brother just got knocked out in a really scary way and has recovered a lot better since then. But since
Yeah.
speaking on the scariness of the situation, the game was called because the Falcons and Lions players refused to play another snap. Not listen to what I said. The Falcons and Lions players refused to play another snap. Not the NFL calling it down from headquarters saying, "Oh fuck, this guy kind of sort of almost just died a little bit. Yeah, let's not play another snap." It's fuck, these players are not going to do anything. Fuck it, Bill, just
Yep.
call the game, you know? It's definitely leaving a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths in that sense. But I've countered them with this opinion. It's the NFL. It's kind of always been like that, sweet cheeks. I'm just saying. But as a Lions
I
fan,
mean,
much,
they didn't start
much
caring about
respect.
concussions until like what 2012.
Yeah, until the fucking Will Smith concussion movie came out and they went, ooh, fuck, we do gotta start caring now. Ooh, we do gotta start caring now. I would just want to say much love, much respect to the entirety of the Atlanta Falcons. That was a very, very classy move by a very classy organization, and I hope they have a very, very successful season the rest of the way. Other injuries coming out, like we had mentioned, Rashawn Slater tore his patella tendon. He is the starting left tackle for the Los Angeles Chargers. It is confirmed that he is going to be out for the season, and I think
Yes,
Chris
sir.
Jones is going to be salivating over that a lot more than he should, but albeit that's very understandable. Matt Stafford still dealing with his back issues.
Yeah.
In Era's neck of the woods, Landon Dickerson dealing with a right leg injury after he was carted off on the practice field. But it didn't seem to matter too much as Philadelphia's backups seemed to handle the Cincinnati starters handedly to the final score of 34-27. The Mormon milfucker Tanner McKee, 20 for 25, 252 with two tugs, going up against Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. That to
Oh,
me,
Jesus
Mike,
Christ.
just fucking screams that, hey man, Cincinnati, you guys should have saved a couple bucks to pay your fucking defense, bud.
A
you,
what?
you should have saved a couple dollars to pay a defense.
What's that?
The other side of the ball where Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, and T. Higgins don't play on.
No, we just have them, and then the other team gets to go down the field, and we use them again.
Oh,
We just take turns
fuck.
going down the field.
Oh, fuck. It is, it is scary knowing that Cincinnati's defense, the Ravens players are apparently dropping like fucking flies. We got fucking Father Time, Old Man Winter, Aaron Rodgers as Pittsburgh's quarterback, and now
I'm spry.
I'm in my prime, and
I'm youthful.
the second coming of
I'm
Christ.
giving DK ayahuasca.
We're both sucking down chili powder. Me, DK Metcalf, Jalen Ramsey, and Darius Slay. We're gonna win. If you look at the last remaining team in the AFC North, it's the good old Cleveland Browns with Mr. Wristwatch himself, Shador Sanders, having a kind of a weird performance, a C plus performance at best, but yet everybody's losing their minds. 14 for 23, 138 yards with two tugs. Cleveland knocking off Carolina in the preseason game 30-10.
Yeah, I mean, he did fine for a preseason. You know, I'm assuming with backup people. Whatever, cool. You know, I want to see what he can do in a real game because he was real average in college, and the only reason his jersey was retired was because of his papa. And the other thing is like him and Travis Hunter are both, I think, under a lot of scrutiny coming in because they were on a subpar Colorado team led by a former player that was also his dad. Travis Hunter blew a couple coverages, and people are like, well, this guy's not going to be a fucking quarterback. He's a waste. Just stick to wide receiver, kid. And it's like, give him a chance. It's been one preseason game. There's, what, 3 more?
Literally a single. Just 2 more. Just 2 more. There's only.
Just 2 more, right. And it's like, those could be different. A real game could be different. You never know. And it's like, just quit shitting on people game 1. If they fucking suck game 2, game 3, first regular season game, then you're like, oh, well, you know what? Maybe just kind of suck.
It's
okay.
So,
we know that now.
It's so funny that Mr. Colorado, Mr. Travis Hunter, Mr. Second overall pick should have been the only thing that people were talking about in the Pittsburgh-Jacksonville game. However, there was something much more important and much more fucking groundbreaking that happened in this game as Cam Little, the little man who could, apparently, lined up at halftime. The score was 14-6. 70 yards away from the field goal, lines up the kick, sends it off. It's a fucking piss missile and drills a 70-yard field goal in the preseason, setting the record for the longest fucking field. Oh, no.
Nope.
Oh.
Because it's preseason, guess what?
It don't count.
It don't count.
Oh!
Yep.
So he set the record for the longest ever field goal kick in preseason history. My
Very true.
Goodness, fucking drilled that goddamn thing, and that's the only thing.
It was so awesome to see because it was basically like watching Jake Bates all over again, but on a different team. And I didn't think anything of it. I've been using Cam Little for my fantasy team, or for my on Madden for like all my franchise teams. And then all of a sudden I saw that and I was like, shit, I backed the right horse on that one.
You're like, maybe I am the GM. I do know how to pick him, apparently. That was really the
Looks like I know what I'm doing sometimes. All right.
The most important thing to come out of that game. And realistically, a lot of the other preseason games were kind of quiet. I know in some sense that Caleb Williams did not get any snaps in the Bears preseason game. J.J. McCarthy did not get any snaps in the Vikings game. The Patriots returned the opening kickoff back for a score in the Patriots and Commies preseason game, which was fucking exciting. I do know one thing that I want to get your opinion on was CeeDee Lamb getting his back blown out in the Cowboys versus Rams preseason game.
Yeah, cool. I'm on the sidelines. Go my team. Gets absolutely fucking truck sticked by a ref. Way to go, champ. God. And because he was on the fucking field like an asshole, got a penalty to boot.
Yep. If you know football, the first thing that you get taught in football is that when you're on the sidelines, get off the white. All you have to do is not be on the white border of the sideline and you'll be good to go. And dipshit was on the white, so therefore he was in the way of the ref. And guess what? His ass got fucking trucked for it. It is so funny. I can laugh at it now because CD didn't get hurt. He just got a little embarrassed, but fuck, man. It is hilarious because you ain't kidding. CD got trucked.
Well, also, not anything to do with CeeDee Lamb, but a sidebar. Former Lions running back Amir Abdullah just got placed on season-ending injured reserve list.
Oh boy.
Yep. He signed with the 49ers, got a huge hit to the side, clutched his ribs, left, and now he's not coming back.
Oh. Well, I mean, last I heard, he was the starting running back for the Raiders, but I know...
Oh yeah, he got cut after that season because well, he's not that great.
He's not that
And
good.
then no. And the 49ers was like, fuck it, we'll take him. We need another backup running back because ours keep on getting injured. And then he got injured. I think the 49ers are fucking cursed.
If you want to talk about teams with their Super Bowl window that's probably closed, I would like to add the 49ers to that list because
Yeah.
boy, oh boy, you get to see now. I feel like the only reason they got that far as they did is because your quarterback was only making fucking minimum wage for the past 3-4 years, and now that he's got $150 million plus dollars with a lot less pieces on his team and an aging Christian McCaffrey and an aging George Kittle. Oh boy, good luck, Mr. Purdy. Good luck,
Well, and
my
again,
friend.
I wasn't trying to be an asshole when I said it, but like, was he worth the money when you lost? However, like, you don't have a lot of stellar pieces. You have a CMC that has no Achilles. He
Yep.
gets injured more than he's healthy now, which
Yep.
is unfortunate because I have used that man in most of my fantasy teams. Um, you have George Kittle, who is getting older. He's still good. He's still good, but he's also been at more wrestling shows, I think, than his own football games.
Which is very fair.
And we're at the point where it's like, okay, you have no running backs because everybody you hire is fragile, and we know something about that. Looking at you, Lions team,
Or on 1 year
um,
deals.
yeah, or on 1 year deals, and it's like, well, is all of this worth it? Was the money you paid him worth it? I
We're
don't know.
we're about to fucking find out this season because at the moment their backups really ain't worth their shit. As Denver stomped a mud hole in San Francisco and fucking walked them dry to the final tune of 30-9. I think the only thing
Yeah,
that's going to help out San Francisco this year is that their schedule is one of, if not the easiest in the NFL this year. That is the only thing,
yeah.
is that their schedule is bitch made easy. So
Hmm.
we'll see what happens there, as we still have about, I think, a month to go at this point before Philadelphia and Dallas open things up night one in Philly to kick off the 2025 NFL season. And I'll be very,
Woohoo.
very excited once that finally happens. We got more preseason games to tide us over until then. And another thing that we got to tide us over until that point is the college football season, baby,
Thank God.
which is going to be starting a lot sooner than the NFL, as college is on a bit of a different schedule. Week 0 is going to be not this Saturday, but next Saturday. And just saying that, Mike, I don't know how to tell you this. I'm bricked.
I'm. I mean, I can feel. I could sense the force from here. I am excited to watch some college football again. I'm just excited to watch football again. You
Honestly.
know, I'm happy the Tigers are doing well and all that, but I couldn't give a popcorn fart about football. You know.
Well, hey everybody, welcome to our first special edition episode of Mike and Danny Talk Baseball. Yeah, it was real great how the Tigers were the best team in baseball for fucking 3 months, and then they just went, yeah, we're good. You know, you guys got it,
Oh no,
right?
that's something that happens to every team. It's called
Jesus
a slump.
Christ.
Every baseball team has it, and I mean, they're still one of the top teams, so I'll fucking take it. They're still 68-51.
That's fine, man.
So
They're not number one, but they're still one of the
this,
best. That's fucking fine by me.
I'll take it.
In regards to college football, which week 1 officially will be starting on Saturday the 30th. So, again, not this Saturday, not next Saturday, but the Saturday afterwards. We'll see College Game Day head out to Columbus, Ohio to be at the now newly ranked Number 3, Ohio State Buckeyes taking on the number 1 ranked Texas Longhorns in a top 3 matchup to kick off
That's a
the college football
wild
season.
match to. That is
Right?
fucking insane. That is how you open the season.
And they are legitimately opening because that's not a night game. It's going to be at 12 o'clock.
Jesus Christ.
Which, that is, again, another podcast episode talking about fucking big noon kickoff and its negative effects on the fucking Big Ten because, oh boy, this game genuinely deserves to be a fucking night game. And I'm saying that as a Michigan fan, but it's going to be fucking high noon and they're just going to roll right into it.
It's high noon.
The news I want to talk about here is not a way
I thought you were going to say the New Day.
The New Day is in stupid segments with Penta and Xavier Woods' massively oversized hat.
Yep. He looked pretty sweet, though.
It was pretty drippy, especially when Penta did like the fucking Michael Jackson walk, the La Parka walk. It was kind of cool.
It looked pretty solid.
The preseason AP Top 25 was released today, and instead of a way too early look at the Top 25, Mike, let's take a not so early look at the Top 25.
An appropriate look.
An appropriate look at the Top 25, if you will.
Yeah.
We'll go through the top 5, then we'll immediately shoot down to 25 and work our way up. Since I already announced 2 out of the top 5, starting at number 5 is the now Carson Beck-less Georgia Bulldogs, clocking in at number 5.
Oh, no.
I think now that Carson Beck is gone, which, again, is probably going to be a good thing for Georgia, I do believe Gunnar Stockton is still in town. He's going to be fighting for that starting job with a bunch of transfers this year. I just know that Georgia's SEC schedule is going to be fucking nuts. But they won't have to play this team this year, whereas they played them last year. Number 4, Mike, shooting their way up from middle of the pack last year up into the upper echelon. We'll see how long they stay. Number 4 is Clemson, and Dabo Swinney working his way back into the top 5.
I mean, they were good last year, so makes sense. And I think they had some transfers and pickups.
They closed out the year strong, but thankfully I did a little bit of homework beforehand because I was kind of caught off guard that Clemson shot up this far, jumping a lot of teams. They are, I think, outside of number 2, they are the second team to return the most production from last year. So they got a lot of pieces coming back, and they did not lose that much to the draft. So not a lot of question marks with Clemson and a lot of proven commodities. And I think that's going to pay dividends because the fucking ACC is a 2, maybe 3 horse race at this point. But that's another conversation for a later time. Number 3, Ohio State with a lot of question marks. QB gone, running back gone, most of your offensive line gone, most of your defensive line gone, most of your linebackers gone.
We think that every goddamn year, and then they come out and they're a top 5 team the whole fucking season anyway.
But, Mike, this year is different because both of their coordinators are gone. And remember, their new defensive coordinator is Mr. Pencil Fucker himself, Matt Patricia.
You know what? That's fair. Their defense is going to be atrocious. At the very least.
I hope.
Unless Fuckface finally figures something out, which if that's the case, but
sweet baby Jesus.
I doubt it.
Whatever deity wants to listen to me, just let Matt Patricia be normal. Let Lions Matt Patricia take over, please. Please.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, that'd make me so happy.
Yeah, why you let him be anywhere near your team with his proven untrack record?
especially in college. He's never been a college coach. He's literally only been in the NFL. So I don't think those are going to translate too well. But again, we'll see once the season starts. Number 2 ranked, jumping Ohio State, leapfrogging them, is the team that returns the most production for this upcoming 2025-2026 season. Mr. Era will be happy to hear about it because we are. If he didn't put his voice in there,
he's saying it at home right now.
Yes, he is. Penn State leapfrogs Ohio State to be the number 2 ranked team in the nation in the top 25 poll, and I kind of agree with it. They return essentially everybody that's not named Tyler Warren, and they got a lot of fucking transfers in too, because all the wide receivers saw their final bowl game against Notre Dame, where Drew Aller was only able to complete a single pass to a wide receiver in the fourth quarter, and other than that, he was only throwing it to Tyler Warren. All these big name wide receivers went, fuck, man, we're going to fucking Penn State, dude. We're going to get a lot of playing time and production there.
It'd be nice if a team other than Oregon or Ohio State were, at the top of the Big Ten for a second.
That'd be nice, and besides Michigan too, we've been there for like for 3-4 years.
Not last year, that's
not fucking
sure.
Last year. Penn State
GC Pete
has actually a very favorable schedule as well too, because at worst, they are going to be a 2-loss team. The 2 hardest games on their schedule is going to be Ohio State and Oregon. However, Oregon is going to be at home, and I do think they have to travel to Ohio State this year. So we'll see with them.
That's a rough one.
And as previously discussed, Arch Manning is now manning the helm at Texas. Texas Longhorns, your number 1 ranked team heading into this year's season.
Which, all right, I'm interested to see what he's going to do. All right.
Oh yeah.
I was interested last year. I'm interested this year. However, the fact that there's already NFL teams going, we're going to draft him in 2026. We want him as our quarterback for the future. It's like, bro, calm down. You don't even know how this season's going to go. He might fucking blow it. He's a Manning, so he probably won't. But still, relax.
There's a chance that he's the one Manning that got none of the talent, Dad's
That's
nuts
true.
were all dried up by the
Steve
time.
Manning. He's a plumber.
It's like the 4th Jonas brother, It's like he's there, but nobody talks about him.
Yeah.
There's your top 5.
I figure you don't name your kid Arch if he's going to be good,
Georgia 5, Clemson 4, Ohio State 3, Penn State 2, Texas 1. Moving all the way down to top
Texas
25.
1 is wild.
Especially with the way that last year ended. They didn't even make it to the finals. The second place team from last year didn't even crack the top 5. That's how you know how crazy that shit is. Moving all the way down to top 25 and working our way up now. 25 is the now Ashton Genty-less Boise State Broncos.
Yeah, they're
starting
not gonna
out
do much, I don't think.
the top 25. Now that they're
I think they're going to be bumped right out of that.
Yeah, now that their show pony is gone, I think they were
Michael Myers has left the building.
They were this year or last year's like TCU, the sort of Cinderella story, the team that shouldn't have made it, who made it. Yeah, Boise State is probably going to be back into the darkness for a while, but we'll see how that one goes. 24, Tennessee, the now Nico Iamaleava-less Tennessee Volunteers.
Bless you.
I know, right? That's a lot. Now we have to worry about saying that because the fucker transferred to UCLA, the prick.
Great.
23, Texas Tech. 22, Iowa State. 21, Ole Miss. And rounding out the top, the 25 through 20, Indiana with Kurt Signetti. Realistically, the one that shocks me here is Tennessee being as low as they are, Ole Miss being as low as they are, and Indiana still being in the top 25, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah, well, I think they're waiting for Tennessee or Ole Miss to actually go out and do something because they have these flashes where you're like, oh shit, this team is a contender. And then all of a sudden they face the real contenders and you're like, oh, never mind.
And it's gone. They beat
Yeah,
Alabama again. Oh, and they lost the immediate next week to fucking Arkansas. Great. Thanks, guys.
yeah.
I am very curious because Indiana had a very easy schedule last year, and I don't think they're going to be able to replicate the same type of shit that they are going to do this season. However, I've been wrong before. Kurt Signetti is a coach that wins, and I said some shit last year about Indiana, got proven wrong, so we'll see. 19 Texas A&M, 18 Oklahoma, 17 Kansas State, 16 SMU, 15. One that surprised me a bit, Florida. Florida. 19 through 15. What do you got to say about that one, Mike? Vamp for a little. I'm totally not going to go piss or anything.
um, Florida at 15 is, I mean, it's kind of what I would expect. You know, they are one of those teams that they're good, but they need to prove themselves again. There's some teams above them that I'm surprised are there, but then there's also some teams below them that I think could have probably been in their spot. I mean, I think SMU, that's another 50-51. Kansas State at 17. They might be able to stay there. They might be able to improve a little, but that's one of those teams that at the drop of a hat during a season can just plummet right out of the top 25. So it's one of those we'll kind of wait and see. I mean, I'm just looking at the others receiving votes because we have like USC, which probably isn't going to do much, but could be surprising. Missouri probably should have been up there somewhere. But then they have stuff like Toledo, which why would that be on there at all? Duke, Liberty, Navy, Iowa. No. Colorado shouldn't even ever be in the discussion of top 25 unless they can prove they can actually win a bowl game.
Dude,
Um,
that'd be a good start for Dion is winning something in the postseason that's actually worth value and not just
yeah, just
fluff
looking at those
wins.
others receiving votes, like some of them, you're like, okay, those make sense, and then other ones, you're like, fucking what? Like, why would Louisiana Lafayette ever be in the top 25?
Fuck
You know what I'm
no,
saying?
absolutely not.
But I will say the fact that Michigan, I know they have a couple people coming in, but the fact that they're above Florida is a bit baffling. I thought they were going to be the 15 seed or something.
Did you round out 14, 13, 12, 11, or
No,
all right?
I
So
was waiting for you to get back.
number 14, like Mike said, one spot above Florida, coming in at 14 is Michigan. 13, the South Carolina Gamecocks. 12, Illinois Fighting Illini, or as FGK so eloquently put it, the Illinois Fighting Assholes. 11, the
Yeah,
Arizona
that
State
checks.
Sun Devils. And number 10,
That one, they don't have Cam Scatabo anymore. How are they still
no,
that
the
high?
fuck they do not. Well, that's because no games have been played yet.
Fair point.
They're
Yeah, I
just,
saw that and I was like, that's a bold choice to keep them that high.
yeah.
Jeez.
The number 10, Miami Hurricanes. You calling out
Yeah.
Arizona State for being that high is absolutely perfect because that is the now Cam Scatabo less Sun Devils, and I think as soon as they play a team that has a pulse, they're gonna get fucking punched in the mouth because they leaned on Scatabo last season a lot, and they can't do that
Oh
anymore.
yeah.
I just know that the coach was because I've done some digging in the offseason. It was the coach's first year of being a head coach. He was with the Arizona State organization for a while, and Scatabo had a very, very quiet, like Heisman caliber type of season And if you don't have that type of production, very similar to a Boise State, when you're already in a very crowded Big 12, going up against teams like a Iowa State, a Colorado, a BYU, a Utah, or Baylor, where you could lose at a moment's notice, yeah, it's going to be very hard to get back to the Big 12 title game when you don't have that caliber player that you can lean on. Whereas I think a team like Illinois with Brent Bielema, I think he has sort of cultivated that team in a way to which is different from Indiana, where Illinois is a scrappy fucking team. I don't know if you remember the bowl game. It was actually the Cheez-It Bowl where Illinois went up against Texas A&M, and Illinois was playing so down and dirty and fucking violent. Not dirty as in actually like below the belt, but figure of speech, where there was a clip of the Texas A&M coach running up to the Illinois sidelines, getting ready to fucking fight Brent Bielema because he was so pissed off with the way that the game was going and how Illinois was playing. I think that, to me, makes me feel more confident about Illinois heading into this season, more so than Indiana. And I do believe that Illinois' schedule is much, much easier than Indiana's, because they avoid both Michigan, Penn State, and Oregon. The only team that Illinois really has to face on their schedule is Ohio State and maybe USC. So again, that could easily be another 11-1, 10-2 Big Ten team that could make the fucking playoffs next year.
Right.
Rounding out the top 10, blow through them real quick. LSU clocking in at 9, Alabama at 8, Oregon at 7, and the runner-up from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And from my hold on, let me try that again. From my professional autistic college football opinion, the only reason that these teams are where they are and not in a place of like a Clemson or a Penn State is because they have a lot of fucking question marks. Because after Penn State, after Clemson, 5 through 10, Georgia, Notre Dame, Oregon, Alabama, LSU, Miami they're all pretty interchangeable. And I think they all have a new quarterback in the system this year. Maybe not LSU. So Notre Dame, Oregon, Alabama, Miami all have a brand new quarterback to their school. And you cannot guarantee that transition is going to be good or great, for that matter, immediately. So you have to kind of be careful or hesitant on where you put them. And I think getting them put there is perfectly good as we wrap up the top 25 discussion. And real quick, before we get on out of here, I know we're about hitting our time this week. We got some Heisman Trophy odds, baby. Looking at who we got for the front runners this year, and to the surprise of nobody, Arch Manning clocking in at plus 600 to be the front runner favorite to win the Heisman this year, followed by Garrett Nussmeier, the LSU quarterback, and Drew Aller, the Penn State quarterback, also joined by Cade Klubnik and Jeremiah Smith out of Clemson and Ohio State, respectively. It is very nice to look at the Heisman, Mike, and not see any Colorado logos in the conversation. Got to get that off my chest.
Right, where they win for absolutely no fucking reason whatsoever.
Yep, no Travis Hunter, no Shador. Fuck, it's kind of refreshing. It's really refreshing to look at.
Yeah, I mean, shit, there was only a team that was carried entirely by a fucking running back, but hey, no, don't have him win. That'd be silly.
Fucking
bastards.
Hey, you knock that off, Mike. That's using too much of your goddamn brain, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I think
that's right.
with all that being said, I think that is a perfect spot to wrap up this week's, and I have a big smile in my heart knowing that we get to do pick'ems next week for a game that will be played and will actually fucking mean something. I think Mike, we made it. We made it.
Back to football, man.
Next
It's
week,
about
football's
fucking time.
fucking back. Games that matter. No preseason shit. And we can't get to that point until this episode comes to a close. So if you enjoyed this week's upload of the 3 Counted Out podcast, make sure you hit that like button over on the YouTube. Use that comment section to be able to talk to us. Do any sorts of things. Push all the buttons. We're a 5-star program over on Spotify. If we get anything less than that, Mike is going to chokeslam me through one of those flaming Slim Jim tables.
I thought that's just what I was going to do anyways. All right, yeah. No, that'll be the reason then. Yep.
I think I need to look at my contract one more time.
Well, you should have probably just looked at it in the first place.
If you enjoyed the things that I said, you can find me over at twitch.tv/JackalJoker or youtube.com/JackalJoker.
If you liked me, download this, listen, repeat, and then do it a couple more times, just to for the sake of us. And if you didn't like me, that's okay. I'm going to be the one throwing his PlayStation through a window because of Madden.
As soon as my free trial's up, God damn it, I don't want it anymore. Fuck. I think, you know what? I think you kind of do need to choke slam me. It doesn't need to be through a flaming table, but I do think you need to choke slam me here.
But I have this perfectly flaming table
Oh.
already.
What? How the fuck did you do that so quickly?
I'm very sneaky.
I was gonna say I need to practice a little bit before hopefully we get Karrion Kross on to talk to him, or maybe if we get like any football guys on, that'd be cool. So I will. It's hot. It's hot on my back. Jesus Christ, you really.
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna get worse
Lord.
before it gets better.
Okay.
You ready?
Well, okay, you really got my
There we go.
throat. Ah!
And away we go.
Oh, oh my God, Mike! Fucking burning! Hurry up, pin me! Mike, pin me!
That fire looks really unpleasant on you.
Mike, pin me
Yikes.
with something!
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Why would we do a fire spot and not have any safety precautions afterwards? Holy shit! We have nothing to put me out. Who would be stupid enough to do this?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like some amateur production or something. Jeez.
I smell. I smell like bacon.
You smell kind of nice.
You know what? Crack open those marshmallows, Mike. We're gonna have some snacks before Raw gets started here.
Oh yeah. Well, it's already starting.